Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And we're underway from the bank. This return starts at the 5. Uh-oh, it's a fumble on the opening kick. And the fumble recovery is made. So never mind about who's receiving to start this game, Brock. Got ourselves a change of possession already, and this crowd is loving it.
And the first offense they'll see take the field is the whole team, which is practically sprinting out there to take advantage and keep this crowd humming.
Breaks the tackle, Green grabs ahead. And he's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Baltimore Raven. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Running once more with Henry. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
From the gun, Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. This one's caught. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Fourth down now, trying for the 6 with an option. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
Defense had a chance to scheme it up, now lined up to defend this drive.
The Ravens will line up for the two-point conversion.
And he'll get in. That gives him an 8-0 lead. Really a dream start at home for this team. They add on the 2-point try, and they are quickly up 8-0.
So much game left, but they trusted that even if the conversion failed, they can make up those points over the course of the game. But even more than that, Kate, what they've done now to this home crowd to get them off their seats, I can't wait to hear the volume when the defense hits the field.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
First down, a run with Barkley. Runs inside the 35. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
Eagles 7.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Here's 2nd and 5. Flush down out to his left. Got a man downfield. It's Bateman. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Headed out right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I love that. Now, I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
Has him on the quick hitter. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
That's a gain of 8.
And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. 8-7 the score. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They've got 3rd and 2 to start out. Trying to get it with the option. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
4th down, here's Jackson. This one's to Andrews outright. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains. Read option on 1st down, he's going to keep it. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
Terrific containment and poise shown by the defense. They didn't overcommit on the read option and had more than enough guys available to stretch it out and get him behind the line.
This is Henry on 2nd. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. That is caught along the sideline, and he gets the feet down. Wow! It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Ravens with a chance to boost their lead. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. From the pistol, Henry. He'll get forward about 5 yards, looks like. It's 2nd down now.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
On 2nd down, here's Henry again. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. Touchdown, Baltimore! The Ravens grow their lead just before halftime. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. So this solid first half continues for them. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach here, Kate, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. They've come out strong. They've been the ones dictating the tempo, and as a result, they add to the scoreboard.
Eagles 7. Tyler Luke to kick off for
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
I walk also.
1st down throwing for Hurts. Buying some time right. He takes it himself, and he works it forward to the 43-yard line. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Hurts now from the gun. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. On 1st down, Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, that's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. Throwing deep towards the end zone. Caught just shy of the goal line. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Defense still reeling from that last play. Now they're defending 1st and goal from the 3. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens will start with it in the 4th after an interception to end the quarter. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Nearly starts the drive with the 1st down run. He stopped a yard short, gain of 9. Timeout is called, just 4 seconds, and we would assume, Brock, 1 play remaining in this half. Here comes the final play of our first half.
Hey, middle.
The final throw before the break. Big gain downfield. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the 2nd half. And no dice on this kick. The Ravens recover. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down, here's Lamar. On the move, headed right. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Picked off by... Mitchell. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second. It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's brought down. They'll spot this one right at the 20. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Eagles.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Completed over the middle. And they're going to touch him down as they line up with a nice gain on that play, and they got a new set of downs too.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They're set up at the 35 now. First and 10, here's Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. It's a small gain up to the 38. Brought down by the versatile All-Pro, Kyle Hamilton.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return. Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
180. The toss now to Henry. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Marcus Epps making the play.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in mind, double digits, and they nearly got it there.
And they're not going to give him an inch on this second down play. Good job containing that run right at the line.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, the QB keeper, it gets 0.
180. Intended.
Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win.
Ready?
Eagles loading up the secondary, dime look coming, third down. Changing it up here, Jackson escapes the pocket. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Andrews has it, working downfield. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says two things in every production meeting. Number one, well, we got to stop the run. And number two, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. That's a gain of 8, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Give some credit to this offense. They almost got it done on just one play running the ball in. I got to be honest, the 1st down run often leads to 2nd down pass, but I don't think so now. Now you push that pile, go finish this drive.
Back to Henry, and he will knock it in. The defense holds. Just not quite enough to break the plane, and now it's 3rd and goal at the 1. And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on 4th and goal.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
Certainly looking for that nail in the coffin, the knockout punch, a touchdown, and 3-possession lead that could put this one out of reach. Hey, it's a luxury they could afford to take in that spot. Built himself up a little buffer here, Kate, but it's never over till it's over.
Hurts from his end zone. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. 30 into the red zone. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. A.J. Brown, the touchdown.
I've seen a lot of plays in the playbook. I don't think I've seen a play designated for a 98-99-yard touchdown, but you will take it. That defense, they're over-aggressive, and the offense made a pay in a big-time way.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Ali to return it. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
Ready?
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha, sit up!
That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. They're going to pass it here. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he's keeping it again. And he's down after getting us up to the 41.
Now, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that 1st down.
Back to throw it. Has his man. It's cut by Andrews. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens go up by 8 at the end. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10. He'll look to throw it. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He's got it deep downfield. And he is down inside the 35-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Setting up to pass. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Back to throw. Pass it down close. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They need the end zone here. They've got 4 chances at it. This is first and goal. Here he is to throw. And he takes it in for the touchdown. Down to their last breaths. And he gives them a shot now to force overtime. So there's part 1, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now, you'd imagine, comes a try for 2.
You know, Kate, this might be just as tough as that touchdown. I know they work all week on their 2-point plays, but they're hard to execute. That being said, if they want to force overtime, this is a must.
And he's in for the 2-point conversion near the tail end of this game. Ho-ho! We are all tied up. Whew, crisis averted, Brock. They got the 2 and the tie, for now at least. It looks like they have staved off the L and forced themselves overtime.
Yeah, those 2 critical words you just said right there, for now, like for right now. But there's a lot more time on that clock than this defense would care to see. They got to step up. Offense just stepped up, got the 2-point conversion. Now defense, you got to respond to send this game to overtime.
7-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. First and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Oh, my goodness. It's intercepted. Jahan Campbell makes the play. And the Eagles will take over just outside the red zone at the 21.
First and 10.
Just how many times do these games at this level, Kate, come down to plays like this? In the end, you don't want to be the team making the mistakes. You want to be the one capitalizing on them. And now this offense has got a chance to do so.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Straight ahead. Here's Barkley. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up second and 4. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. First down run gets him 6. So now it is second and 4.
At the Ravens 15-yard line.
They go to Barkley again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Here's another carry for Barkley. Again, his number is called, and the defense read it once more, shutting him down. That brings up 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. This game now resting on the leg of Jake Elliott. This will be around a 33-yarder for him. The kick is good. He got it.
Is good.
And he drills the
Makes
chip
the
shot
score.
to win them this game. So the Eagles